Well, the bomb got dropped upon us all, and the list of all unknowns is tall. But if there's anything we know, our stubbornness has shown, we'll climb up after any fall. We know who we are, but we still don't know who named us. Yeah, we know where we are, but we don't know where we came from. Leftover ashes in the sky, and the nations, all they do is fight. Yeah, the crown broke all our trust, so I guess it's up to us to save whatever's left of life. We know who we are, but we still don't know who named us. Yeah, we know where we are, but we don't know where we came from. But we still don't know who named us. Yeah, we know where we are, but we don't know where we came from. Oh, we know who we are, but we still don't know who named us. Yeah, we know where we are, but we don't know where we came from.
Hello everyone, this is the Nameless One, and today we are going to be continuing the Lost Memories Second Chances campaign. I have here with me today Ice, Cold, Wind, Nez, Fiction, and Moon. The whole party's here.
Woohoo!
Does anyone else hear the little static thing coming from Nameless?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No. I
Solid
don't.
50-50.
Apparently.
Yeah. Continue, Nameless.
Before we get started, I would like to remind everybody, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring the notification bell, follow on Twitch, all that good stuff. More about how to support the channel at the end. For now, let's go ahead and get started with the recap.
We've been busy.
We've been very busy.
That is not a recap.
We've managed to find our way into the Crystal Empire. We met a new friend.
We ended up waltzing up into the Crystal Palace, and with a little bit of thinking ingenuity and Emerald being a blank, we broke the what's it called? Spell circle or rune circle around Cadence. So she is now free and sleeping after giving Ivory a whole bunch of visions and emotional anguish. We got to see Crazy Joe absolutely vaporize someone, or rather the aftermath of that. And then got to see that, maybe having someone who deals exclusively in very loud explosives in an area that has a horde is not that good of a thing, because we're currently being descended upon by the Crystal Host. However, we did manage to see some FPC troops running off into a bunker, so we have a lead.
I want to argue against the fact that having a big explosive man in zombie apocalypse is being a bad thing, because so far the explosives are the only effective weapon we have against them.
That's true.
That is very true. That is the one caveat. We get exposed really easily, but we can also take them out relatively easily. We got visited by a something possessing a body of a Crystal Host, and gave Ivory a amulet. Very interesting.
It is the same one Pyre has, excepting his gives off warmth.
Yeah, mine. Ivory's has warmth, so that is pretty nice in this generally cold area. But I believe we ended just about there.
Mm-hmm. And we had a nice long conversation with Cadence, Ivory had a conversation with Cadence.
Yeah, he became the chosen one for a bit.
Yeah, we all just kind of heard him talk.
So before we actually get started, I'm also going to make a suggestion. So you guys are about to be heading into a bunker with lots of FPC presence. If it's where you are wanting to go, this is where the Steel Brand is supposed to be, because you were told that he was there with Shadowfire. Do you really want to bring Nebula and Crazy Joe
In an enclosed space with the guy that loves to do explosions? Yeah, no.
Yeah, have him stick around Nebula.
Because it is something that you can do, is tell your NPCs that they need to wait somewhere, or use them as a distraction, in the case of Crazy Joe.
Crazy Joe would be the best distraction, but that might only work once.
We may only need once.
I'm talking more for the Crystal Hosts than the actual FPC.
Oh,
Because you guys need it.
I was saying that he would go down fighting.
Like Crazy Joe clears a path.
Probably would, but I wouldn't want to lose him. It's very handy.
Mm-hmm.
But you are going to the most manophobic group known to the Wastes. But manophobic in a hatred kind of way rather than a fear.
Yeah, we're definitely hiding Nebula as best we can.
Should I stay with them? I am a unicorn, I'm not...
The answer for that is going to be an out-of-game no. You are going with them because of the transition that's going to happen?
And obviously, the answer is yes, but the question was in character.
Oh, the question is in character. Sometimes it's hard to tell, okay?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't do a voice of this one. I don't know what he would sound like.
Just put a head wrap on. Cover it up.
You gonna put him in a turban?
No,
Just
that's-
anything to cover it up.
Yes.
If it serves the purpose of not having a shot on sight, so we can get a little bit closer because I have limited range.
I mean, if we're just gonna wrap up my head, I bet Doc has some bandages. I'm not sure how we cover it up, though.
I assume just bandaging you.
Rapid does have a helmet, but it's probably not built for unicorns.
Not at all.
No,
I can't tell if we are.
unlucky.
Are we doing this in character right now, or like?
Both.
A
Both
little
is
bit of
good.
both.
God damn it.
I do not want to be acting this particular part out.
Okay.
Large beanies come with winter wear.
I want to point out you're looking at a potentially up to 6-inch long protrusion from his forehead.
Yeah, that's
We'll
what
just
I was
have to
thinking.
stack a
like,
few beanies on there.
What if I just saw it off?
No.
The
No, bad doc.
But I
Bad
still
doc.
like it. I don't want to. No.
and the shock from that could do a lot more damage.
Yeah,
It,
because I
it,
believe it is not just straight bone.
it is not.
Okay, find someplace relatively safe where we can stash Nebula. Potentially try and do something about Emerald's horn, so at least they can't see it directly. What else do you think we're gonna need?
You think you're gonna be good, Pyre? Like, you've got a horn too.
Good point.
Yours is actually longer than Emerald's too.
Yeah.
Also, having the physical traits of a Kieran is a lot harder to hide.
Yeah, and being matophobic, yeah, that'd make me stick out like a sore thumb.
So can the DM make a quick suggestion?
Yes.
Something along the lines of we aren't going to be able to be subtle and fit in.
You guys are... There's that. And you guys... Yes, there was an explosion, but that doesn't mean they know you're here.
Yeah,
We still have the element of surprise, possibly.
possibly. One of the things I was thinking of planning on doing is basically having Pyre be out at a fair distance and be scouting the entrance. Nice having a scope.
Another thing is that Ivory still has his cultist garb, and he's fairly decent at lying.
And he's a tech, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Actually, I've got a light cloak. I'd imagine. Would that have a hood?
possibly.
Yes, but at the same time, it would be steepled in a way that is still indicative of a horn.
Yeah. But it's a start.
Yes, it's better
Well, if
than
you-
nothing, but it is
Well-
still going to be visible.
Well, if you wrap the cloak up like a head wrap.
What I was trying to more point out is that you guys can sneak your way in. Potentially.
Potentially, yeah.
Good stealth.
Yeah, what do we need for stealth again?
Stealth.
Stealth.
I think it defaults to Dex or Intelligence -5.
Something like that.
Ooh,
It's Dex,
I was about to say.
because I have stealth.
Perception to.
Okay. I mean, I could try to.
be stealthy.
Yeah, I have stealth. It's not
Yeah.
the greatest, but I have it.
I don't,
I don't have
it.
stealth, but I have a good dex.
Yeah, me too.
It'd be like 6 or whatever.
You're gonna be hella suspicious.
Yeah.
So
That's why I asked if I was staying behind, because I wasn't know if we were doing stealth or not.
Oh, and you also take a penalty equal to your encumbrance, I believe.
Would you guys also
Yes.
like a description of the area that you are headed for?
that would probably help.
Sure.
So, once you get outside of the town itself, there is a space of like open area with some rocks for cover. Largely, though, it is mostly barren, leading up to the entrance of the bunker, which even from this distance, you guys can tell it's not going to close all the way because of the damage done to it. From what you can tell from this distance, there isn't anybody standing guard. That doesn't mean that there's not anybody inside. So you don't know what you're necessarily walking into, but this is what you can see from here. You can leave Nebula in the Crystal Palace because there doesn't seem to be much in the way of the damn Crystal Hosts suggesting that they either don't know how to come up here or they just don't come up here.
That's fair.
And Crazy Joe is a good way to get them away from the direction you need to go, because they are directly between you guys and where you need to go right now.
Yeah, definitely taking Joe with us.
Let me see.
Unpredictable as he is, we probably will need those explosives.
Can't necessarily
One thing.
trust him with Nebula.
One thing we could do, if we don't want to literally sprint directly into a horde and just hope Crazy Joe can throw grenades fast enough,
I'm
and that
going
he
to
won't
tell you now.
drop them.
I'm going to tell you now, if that is your plan, you will end up dying.
Yeah. What we can do is find like some dilapidated building that isn't going to destroy the palace and have Crazy Joe basically demolition it and use that as a distraction.
Basically a remote explosion.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could work.
The next question to that is, do you want Crazy Joe in a situation where if he decides that he's going to get trigger happy with his explosives, could entirely mean that you guys are compromised to the point that you may not survive?
Okay, again, good point.
Yeah.
You are walking into some of the highest tech.
I do have some explosives.
Yeah, if Crazy Joe has explosives on him, can't we just take some of those explosives with us? And
Never
Does
tried.
anybody have explosive skill?
That's a good point.
No.
I just Crazy
yeah.
Joe.
Wait, you do?
Oh, Moon does.
Okay, so we could just have Moon use the explosives instead of Crazy Joe.
I mean, Doc, yeah.
Oh no, I'm speaking out of character.
Oh, yeah.
It is
The
also,
real question is, would Crazy Joe let us?
It is also
Yep.
something that you can try to convince Crazy Joe not to do anything crazy with the Nebula. somehow convince him that she needs protecting. Because it doesn't... I'm going to tell you now, he's not like all of the other cultists. Yes, he is manophobic, but there is ways to... If you can appeal to his lack of logic, you will be able to convince him to do things he would not normally do. But you have to find whatever thread of logic he will believe.
So basically, we'd borrow, quote unquote, borrow explosives from Crazy Joe, set it off in one of the buildings, and convince Crazy Joe to stay with Nebula. Sound about right?
I mean, you could still have him set the explosives and not... If you don't have... Either don't trust Moon's skill or don't have the skill yourself.
Okay, yeah. So
I will not guarantee the size of the explosion. But he does have the ability to set explosives still.
I've got dynamite on my person.
Oh, fixes that problem.
I've threatened to use it multiple times.
Oh.
You have done that, yes.
I got like 2 pounds.
Crazy Joe over here ready to level a city block, and Doc is like, I have a couple sticks of dynamite.
Look, I'm not the best, but I will say my skill is good enough to work under life or death conditions.
Okay.
Fair.
Okay. Now, who wants to try and convince Crazy Joe to,
Not it.
That'd be
Literally
Ivory.
the most unqualified.
Yeah, I think there's one person who can convince Crazy Joe of anything.
Now remind me which skills you have when dealing with people.
Acting, fast talk, propaganda, teaching, diplomacy, public speaking.
So I will let you know which skill to use based off of what you say.
Okay. I just gotta find out what to say.
Currently, the understanding I have is you guys are in the main foyer with Crazy Joe and Nebula. I will note that because of the scenarios that you guys have been through, he tolerates her as is, as long as she doesn't do anything vaguely magical.
Okay.
So he is basically at neutral, but a very volatile neutral.
Yeah.
And it's not where I think it was Steeljaw was at.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely not like Steeljaw. Also with what's it called? Crazy Joe's brush with death, he's a lot less fanatical.
That's right. He's seen the face of death.
Mm-hmm.
But he is still Crazy Joe.
No, sure.
That is true. I mean, Ivory's trusted him with his life so far, so it either says something about Ivory or it says something about Ivory. I'll let you decide which one.
I am also going to note that both of them are intelligent enough to be able to act on their own. So,
yeah.
Give him the right directive, and potentially, if they need to, they can leave and find a place safe on their own.
Mm-hmm.
If the palace proves not to be as safe as it is right now.
Okay.
Is Crazy Joe still really into Cheerios, or has that moved on to, I think it was Fruit Loops he mentioned one time?
At the moment, he has not mentioned any cereal recently, ever since, the brush with death.
Mm-hmm.
So, that is your main clue that he's been a bit unsettled by all of that, because he's not quite as crazy as usual. He's not bringing up foods you've never heard of that you didn't know were foods.
We still don't know our foods.
Yeah.
Still don't. Yeah, that is accurate.
So pretty much everything starts with convincing Joe to stay.
Either that,
After
or you
setting
can
the explosive.
bring the guy that might randomly decide that hallway over there needs to collapse. Because he
As nice as
he has proven that to be that kind of volatile.
yeah. Yeah, considering
To be fair, the one time he came in contact with like highly armored person recently speaking, they were vaporized. I don't want to be, suggesting anything. However, we are walking into that exact kind of situation.
I also want to point out, though, that that there is more of them than just one.
Yes.
Because they are not only
So
transporting an alicorn, but they are also transporting their leader.
yeah, so mass group vaporization a la Crazy Joe may be a very, very good tool.
I mean, I fail to quite follow that logic, if I'm being entirely honest.
If we're walking into basically a den of armored people who have home field advantage, would it not be advantageous to have an explosive expert?
With the unarmored alicorn that will also be with them? Two, actually.
I was about to say. Like,
Okay, that is a good point.
Like,
Yeah, we
do we want nameless? Do we want them to be alive
Java.
when we come to save them?
yes, we want them to be alive.
Yeah,
Ivory
we probably
and
want
fire
them to be
will
like,
kill you otherwise if you mention otherwise.
yeah.
Because they have both the body of Luna and Shadowfire.
Yep.
So, but neither of them are armored, and both of them are going to be in close proximity of the likes of Steelbrand at almost all times. Because I don't know about you, but I wouldn't want to look away from the angry god of destruction.
Yeah. Alright.
And the only bargaining chip that you have against him, just going on a rampage.
So what exactly is the plan then?
Well, that's what we're kind of figuring out. So I think having Crazy Joe detonate some like random building as a distraction, having him stay in the palace with Nebula, and then while the horde is distracted, we go in, light up the place, and then get out with our prizes.
Probably be a little bit more tactical than that, but yeah. I think
In short.
that's our plan.
Yeah.
Get to the bunker, we'll figure everything out from there. We're in
Get to the bunker, enact tactics where I can blow people's head off at point blank with a shotgun.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. So before Ivory starts trying to convince Crazy Joe, he's gonna go up to Crazy Joe and ask him how he's feeling. Like how he's doing.
Crazy Joe looks away from the grenade he's been trying to balance on his nose, and just kind of goes kaboom.
It's feeling explosive.
I mean, he did just make a really big boom. That's what is on his mind right now.
Oh yeah. Trying to formulate the best way to convince him. Crazy Joe, I have a mission for you.
He
An explosive mission.
you see him actively perk up when you say that.
So, we need to get past the Horde, but the Horde's a bit too big. Not enough Kaboom. So, we're gonna need you to destroy a building further away to distract the Horde. You can blow up as many buildings in that area as you want. Go ham wild. Then, I want you to come back here and defend it. Consider this the HQ of explosions. Any Crystal Horde try to come up here, attack you and Nebula, she's going to help you with the explosions. And any Crystal Horde that comes up here and tries to destroy the HQ of explosions, feel free to take it out. And we'll be back. We're gonna go on a strike mission to get more explosives.
Roll diplomacy +2.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you're speaking his language.
9.
So Crazy Joe eyes you critically for a moment, and then pulls out probably the most C4 you've ever seen in one place, and a detonator switch. And it kind of, in an almost conspiratorial tone, goes kaboom.
Yes, kaboom indeed.
He then puts it away for the moment, walks over to Doc, pulls out a much smaller piece of C4, roughly about a pound of it, hands it to Doc with a different detonator switch, nods at Doc, and goes kaboom
Kaboom.
before heading outside. So you do have a couple of minutes before he sets anything off. Now is a good time to try to figure out what you think you want to do once you get inside the bunker.
Yeah.
Out of curiosity, how many pounds of C4 did he give me?
1.
Oh, that's a lot.
That is a lot, yes. And you also have a single detonator switch. Because normally that requires a detonator switch of some sort.
I assume it already has a blasting cap and such hooked up.
Yes.
That's a pretty big boom.
Mm-hmm.
So, are we gonna wait for the explosion and just make a dash for it? Or, like, how are we getting inside?
Well,
I could always just knock.
I believe the doors were open, so we could be
I'll
able to
just
just
walk inside.
slip in. Yeah.
Yeah.
Problem is
And
if they're
that's
watching the door.
Guards.
well, were there any guards outside?
None outside.
Well,
Why would they be outside?
That might attract hordes if you have people standing outside.
Exactly.
So they could be inside the door or waiting for anyone to step through.
good point. I suppose let's just get to the door and kind of figure things out from there.
Get to the door, scope out, see if there's anyone in there. I could try my old roots. He kind of looks at the, cultist cloak that is packed in his bags. And try to talk him up, or at very least distract them while you set up a shot. The problem is going to be our two visually magic allies here. And he points to Pyre and Emerald.
Pyre. Yeah, Pyre just kind of looks at her horn.
Out of curiosity, are crows, or are ravens respected regardless of their background in the Tech Knight territory?
So, largely they are given a
Or is it kind
pass, but it's only amongst Tech Knights, not amongst the FPC. The FPC is far more... I guess the word would be racist.
Prejudice.
Prejudice, yeah, that's a good word for it. They are far more prejudiced due to the fact that they were the ones who were directly fighting the war. But if you were to encounter another Tech Knight, you could potentially get away with dressing up your companions if you wanted to hide them as ravens. You also don't know the standing of the ravens with the FPC at the moment.
You have a good point. I don't want to ruin this for my organization. I'm going to remove my my Plague Doctor outfit because we about to do some wayward operations.
I would assume that's to practically everyone within the party besides myself and Rapid that it is hostile upon sight.
I would say general rules of engagement, be ready to shoot if they shoot first, but we don't want to start the fire.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Oh dear.
I believe that's the explosives.
So as you guys are getting your plans together, there is a explosion with enough force that the entirety of the palace rocks.
I believe
That's
that
the
is-
signal. We should begin running.
Yep.
When you guys look out the window towards the hordes, they are like full tilt sprinting towards the direction of the explosion. And roll me a quick hearing perception roll, real fast.
All right.
All of us.
This is wonderful. No, I failed it.
All right.
God.
You said specifically
failed.
hearing.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
said hearing.
Nobody heard. Oh.
I imagine we're
Okay,
dead.
hold on,
Okay,
hold on.
2 success. 3 success. Damn.
Yeah.
So
Fail.
the three of
I
y'all,
can
as
hear.
you just barely hear over the sound of the hordes, the sound of cackling laughter that is very obviously Crazy Joe, followed by several more smaller explosions.
That's not good.
Well, sounds like he's having fun. Let's go.
Okay,
Sounds
so
like he's doing exactly as I told him.
you guys are headed in the direction of the bunker.
Yep.
Yeah.
Give me just a second. This requires a change of music.
I'm gonna stab someone there.
Cock shotgun with malicious intent. Haha, you're in danger, cock shotgun with malicious intent.
Yeah, I throw my hood over my horn and just try and stick to the back as much as I can.
Yeah.
So as you guys run, you do have several crystal horde that do notice you. So you have reason to keep moving at the moment.
Yeah.
Let's see.
This is some combat music if I ever heard some.
It's intense, that's why it's being played. So,
Oh, this is boss music.
given that you guys just kind of sprinted out, I am going to say order is Rapid Shatter, followed by Ivory, Gear Grease, Doc, and then your
Fire.
Kieran is holding up the rear with Emerald.
Right.
And
Claustrophobic is this space, would you say?
you're out in the open.
Okay.
Let's see. And then can I get a visual perception at a -8?
Ooh.
Okay, let me go
Everyone?
ahead and do one.
And you said vision?
Yes.
-8, you said?
Yes.
Unlikely.
Ah, almost.
I only missed by 2.
I missed by 9.
Incredible.
I'm blind.
Okay, so is that everybody? Rapid, Ivory, Fire, Doc, Gear Grease. There's Emerald.
Emerald.
I didn't even successfully add the modifier, just failed.
So
Unlucky.
as you
I think
guys
that probably
are,
means not a critical fail.
as you guys
I mean-
are sprinting, you get about 3/4 of the way there, and as Rapid reaches the open space, there is a loud boom, and suddenly Rapid has no head.
Oh.
What?
What?
Sniper!
I'm gonna take cover.
Okay.
I'm gonna find cover as well and set up my gun and start looking.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull out my
Yep.
my sniper rifle too and start.
We're at the
Gotcha.
bunker door.
You guys are at the space between the bunker door and the city. You are at the very edge of the city at the moment.
I've read ducks for cover.
Yep, taking cover. That is
My two
not
snipers need to roll perception at a -5.
Perception at -5, huh?
Yep.
Yeah. Limited
Alright.
vision in the scope.
Yeah.
No, that's it.
Well, shit.
God damn.
Yeah.
Fumbling with your weapon.
Makes sense, you know, for this situation.
Ivory's drawing his pistol. He knows he's like outranged on it, but he's just gotta have it ready just in case.
There is the sound of a second shot, and a sizable crater opens up near Gear Grease.
Ooh.
The heat they are packing is bigger than what Fire has by the size of the indentation created.
These guys are they're too good. We can't stay here. We have to go.
What scope did we give you, Fire?
I'm not sure we determined which scope, just that it is a scope with +3 on it.
Please tell me it has like night vision or something.
Did you apply the +3 to your perception?
Oh wait, we were supposed to apply that to perception?
Oh,
I mean, are you using the scope?
Yes.
Then I don't see why you wouldn't.
okay.
Can we
Then
reload
I
then?
passed.
Yeah, I would pass too.
Yeah, like Nameless. I don't think he can assume that that's what you would let him do.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we would both pass then.
Okay. For future reference, if you were using the scope to find something at a distance, I will allow you to use the plus that it gives for
Accuracy?
perception, but you have to be actively using the scope,
Okay.
which means closer range perception is going to be at a disadvantage. As I have used scopes like that before, there is no way you're going to notice somebody sneaking up from behind.
Yeah.
Or at least not visually.
Depends if you're on an.
It gives visual vision.
It depends if you're in an action flick.
What'd you say, Moon?
I said that checks out in GURPS because it gives you, like, essentially the tunnel vision disadvantage.
Okay. Yeah, I thought so. If not, then I was going to enforce that anyways. But, so... You guys both managed to pass with the bonuses from your scopes?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So...
I thought Gary's got a crit fail though.
Yeah, but that wouldn't be a crit fail with my +8.
No, it wouldn't
17
matter.
always fails though.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
that one.
So, Higher, you would be the only one that spots the... you don't see the sniper itself, but you do see the smoke curling off of the barrel.
Oh.
They're
I'm going-
heavily camouflaged, and it will penalize for that, but you can attempt to take a shot.
Well, since I know where the barrel of the rifle is, I can take a pretty good guess at where the person using the gun is. So I'm going to aim for that location.
Okay. So I'm gonna add the for the camouflage will be a -3. We're gonna say 300 meters for range.
-5?
And then I'm not gonna. There's nothing weather-wise or anything like that that's going to cause penalty outside of that. So
Okay.
you can take your full aim, but do be aware that once you fire, they will know where you are.
Yeah. Yeah, I will definitely take my aim. And I'm gonna have to custom roll because I don't know how to set up the bipod for it to actually do that.
Bipod lets you count as bracing without needing something to brace on.
Sorry, I know that. It's how do I do it in the sheet?
It counts as a +1 accuracy.
Okay. In that particular case, I'll just add modifiers for it. Okay.
How to add it as a clickable thing.
I have a 19 rifle, or 19 skill, 6 for the gun, 3 for the scope, 1 for the bracing. Subtract 8. Sorry, brain is trying to brain. 29 minus 8. 21.
Okay.
So, let me add modifier there for that. Add that. And add that.
I'm saying this out of character. Kill him dead.
Okay.
Yeah,
So-
pretty sure I hit.
You. Let's see, let me check something. And then. So you take the shot, and there is a moment of silence followed by a small rapid fire chatter of explosions, and the remains of the rifle clattering down the side of the mountain, as well as obviously pooling blood. It doesn't seem that you took out whatever was camouflaging them, so there's just like mysterious pool of blood and a destroyed rifle, noting that you hit them.
Okay. That case. How close to the door is it?
They were posted up almost directly above the door.
Okay. I'm going to give a good scan of the area before I'll pack up my weapon and start moving forward.
Roll perception.
And I'm doing this through the scope, so +3.
Mm-hmm.
+3. Crit success.
There is signs that they probably planted some landmines in between you and them, but other than that, the sniper seemed to have been their only guard.
Yeah, okay. She kind of gets up slowly, packs up her rifle, kind of slings it over her back. That was the only guard, but got landmines.
Emerald is just still gaping at their headless friend.
Yeah. Ivory will kind of like crawl over to Rapid's body with a grimace on his face.
I can't fix that.
Kind of as Pyre's continuing to scan the area, you hear her starting to do her eulogy, her chant.
The rights?
Yeah.
With the
You can avenge Rapid inside.
with the way that the wasteland works, the majority of you, with the exception of Beer Grease and Emerald, would probably be just like, well, fuck. But then grab
Yeah.
what you need and continue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of as Pyre's continuing her scan.
You also don't have time to mourn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Pyre's continuing to like, look, hurry up, guys. Love to give him proper burial, but can't right now.
Ivory's gonna grab Ice's weapon. Or Rapid's weapon and ammo.
What else is Rapid carrying right now, Ice?
Rapid has. He has. Oh, where is it? I'm just looking at his traits.
Yeah, can we loot his body?
Yes.
That's what we're doing.
Yeah,
Yes.
he has a high-tech battery. You might want that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely
yeah.
grab that.
Food and a couple thermos bottles of water. Sleeping fur, tent and stuff. Radiation amulet.
Definitely
Oh yeah,
grab that.
definitely that.
Winter wear. Tactical goggles you might want.
Yeah, grab those.
Segment and plate, which is probably too heavy to just grab and go.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
60 pounds of
I-
stuff.
Oh,
Yeah,
jeez.
Ivory is already weighed down heavily by his own armor, so
Man.
I'm
Well,
gonna grab.
armor, but-
Single stack.
I'm gonna grab your high-tech battery.
And he has a multi-tool and a gun cleaning kit on him.
I think I'll take the. I don't think I have a. Oh no, I do have a gun clean kit and a multi-tool.
Dang, it
So
sounds
anyone
like
who
you
wants
already looted.
The rest of his stuff is actually on a cart in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah. Yeah.
I guess he has 42.2 bits.
I'll take
We are
that.
such gamers. Our friend dies, and
Such
we
gamers.
check and steal his stuff.
Such is the way of the waste.
Yeah.
You said 42 bits.
Familiar for.
Yeah. Again, we'll mourn later.
Yeah, Ivory's taking the bits, and he's going to take your weapon and ammo.
Yeah, this is just how it has to be.
It's the wasteland, baby.
Yeah, kind of while they're doing that, Pyre is moving
what
forward,
weapon do
looking
you have?
for a safe path.
Say that again?
It is a Winchester M1894.
Oh.
There you go.
Then high tech?
Yes, I believe so. Yeah, high tech
Okay.
page
Yes.
120.
I can just search it up. I just need to know which one.
Yeah.
30.
Oh, he also has personal basics if nobody happens to have personal basics.
It includes a towel.
Yes, it sure does. And of course he has a tent and a sleeping bag.
Grab the tent.
Okay, so you guys get all the equipment situated and make your way across.
47.
Since you have already identified that there are landmines, I am not going to make you roll to get around them.
Okay.
Okay.
But you get to the bunker door, and inside are 3 guards. Their helmets are off, and they are laying on the ground. They appear to either be unconscious or dead.
Ivory's going to cautiously approach one with his shotgun at the ready at the head he's approaching.
Pyre will be behind, but not checking them, but we'll have her gun or her pistol aimed at one of the 2 or one of the 3.
Yeah,
Yeah. They moved their head and blown their head off.
I'll take a step back.
They seem unresponsive, by the way.
Are they dead?
Yeah. I'm not the doctor. Doc?
There's only one way to find out.
So, looking over the corpses, they are in fact dead, and all 3 of them seem to have suffered the same wound. For the most part, their body is untouched, except for some extremely severe bruising to the back of their neck and head.
These guys are taken down quick.
Wait, were their necks just snapped?
Did this guy
It
get
doesn't-
taken out by a ninja?
It doesn't appear that it was necessarily snapped, though one of them, the back of his skull, is mostly caved in. It appears to be blunt force trauma of some sort.
Are there any, like, glittery bits or, like, fragments on there?
No.
Okay.
They were
Well,
hit
then-
with something really hard.
They're all dead, likely
Blunt
from
force
blunt
trauma?
force trauma till death.
Well, I definitely assumed till death part, but what do you think did it?
I don't know. Maybe a pole, maybe a piece of rebar, maybe a table leg.
Well, either way, let's not look. Let's use this good fortune and continue on.
Okay.
Doc's going to have his M1 Grand at the ready with bayonet affixed.
Yeah, shotgun at the ready for Ivory.
Now I'm gonna switch over to my. I'm gonna keep my my Springfield loaded and ready. I think it's a Springfield.
Yeah, I've got my revolver.
Oh,
Damn, this Winchester's nice.
Yeah, my M1C.
so what is marching order now?
Ivory will take front because he has a shotgun.
Fire will be behind him.
Who's
Uh,
who's going to be at the rear?
Emerald is watching our backs.
I'm going to
Sure,
also
that's
be
not
at the
the one.
rear.
Okay,
Because
I'll be in the
doctor
middle.
should not be in front.
That is true.
So as you guys head into the tunnel, it is poorly lit, if lit at all in some places, and there are sizable holes that have been worn in or blasted into the sides of the tunnel. Doc, do me a favor and roll a perception and a -5.
I keep hitting the wrong button.
You do keep hitting the wrong button. Okay. So, Emerald, as you were walking behind Doc, something big and hard to see steps into your way and grabs Doc.
I shoot it. Can I do that?
See. Roll your. Do you have? Hold on, let me check something.
I have quick draw. I've got like guns. I technically have like I imagine I already had it out, but like
Okay, go ahead with a. We'll do a -4.
that's fair.
Yeah, surprise.
Yeah. Almost.
So, Ice, as you
Oh, I clicked it again. Sorry.
Ice, as you step out from the alcove you were hiding in, you hear somebody fire a gun behind you, but you didn't notice anybody back there. They do miss.
Well. Well. I'll let go of Doc and spin around.
From what you can tell, there is nothing there.
I am very on edge, and I'm like peering into whatever corner that thing just came from.
Blind fighting works, I think, based purely off of. No, I think
Emerald, go ahead and roll
Okay.
your dodge.
subtract 4
A
minus.
dodge? Okay.
They haven't attacked yet. That was just seeing if they would sense them through hearing.
I thought blind fighting would be in it. Okay.
It's
So,
used to negate
now
the disadvantages from not being able to see someone.
Yeah.
So am I supposed to roll hearing?
No. You can see.
Okay.
But they have acquired the source of the shooting,
Yes.
and now they are going to balk.
So
Going to, huh?
roll to hit. And now, Emerald, you need to roll to dodge.
Yes. Or
Uh,
otherwise, avoid. If you have parry or block, those would also work.
I'm looking and I cannot find block. The block button on my sheet.
You do not have
Yeah.
block. You would need a shield for block. You can parry though.
Yeah.
Well,
If it's better than your dodge.
I mean dodge. I got.
You
Oh, it's up in the encumbrance and movement section.
Oh,
Yeah,
there it
to the
is.
far
I didn't
right.
realize the button.
your parry. You have a 12 to parry.
I think the parry would be better.
Yeah, the parry would be
Can
better.
I roll that instead then? Okay.
I'll let you roll that instead because this is your first time in melee combat, I believe.
I think this is the first time for all of us.
Yeah.
At least during this campaign.
I don't. Where's that?
That would be in your natural attacks. It would
Yep.
be next to, like, punch.
Oh, yeah, I see him.
Yeah, it's
I
you
see
have
it.
the usage level and then parry.
Okay, I made it by 3, but they made it by 7, so I feel like I'm still getting hit by 4.
Oh, you succeeded in your defense.
Yeah, it's just whether or not you succeed. So you are able to. It's
The only hit guarantee are the ones that you're entirely unaware of, or if you got a critical like success on the hit.
What did you parry with?
Hooves.
I mean,
It says punch, so hooves.
So I think that means that now your arm just takes the hit.
ow.
I don't know if that's accurate. Or at least
that
I've.
is
Oh,
accurate.
that is accurate?
Or more accurately, if you fail to parry, you get your arm hit instead. But you also take a penalty for parrying without a weapon against a weapon.
Which,
But-
what is the
Or
penalty?
did you want to parry your gun? Because you can do that as well, I believe.
But didn't
Off the back of my head, I think it's -3 or -4.
Well,
Minus
I made it
3
by
would
2.
minus 3 would still pass technically.
Yeah.
So if it's a successful parry, does it still do damage to his limb?
No.
Okay. Then we're gonna say no damage.
It is
And
worth
parries are
noting that I
usually
have
harshly
brawling as
punished
a
as
skill, so that this makes sense.
Yeah.
Can I take Nameless? If he's he's attacking Ice's new character, right? Or blocking Ice's new character, right?
Yeah, that's what's happening here.
Okay.
Yes.
So can I shoot the character? Not Nez's.
You can roll to shoot. However, you do have a long-range rifle at short range, if that is what you are using. So I am going to impose a penalty.
It's okay because yeah. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I'm gonna shoot.
It's going to be a -5.
Okay. So, fuck. Well, in that case,
Out of character, Ice, you should probably like surrender or something before we kill your second character.
okay.
They aren't
So,
in danger yet.
what do I roll for that? Like, do I just roll guns, rifle?
Yes.
Okay, and then that's minus
With the
5.
penalty.
Or Doc just got grabbed and not let go, and there's gunfire going on.
Well, shit, I missed it.
Second gunshot from behind. This time you can tell where they are, Ice.
Since we're all taking turns here, Ivory's gonna raise up his 20 gauge shotgun.
Um,
Yeah, what range are we at here? Are
Doc?
we at the
and Doc and Pyre, do me a favor and roll intelligence.
I mean, this is like, please, someone
Doc,
stop
you're just
this.
shell shocked because somebody grabbed you out of fucking nowhere.
I'm in it.
Pyre, whatever this thing is, it's not FPC. That much is obvious. And given that you were told blunt force trauma is what killed the 3 guards, and it's waving around a big metal stick, it's easy to say that they're probably not allied. And, currently, they look like a big off-colored dog thing, and they are wearing a blindfold. So they are more than likely reacting to the attacks happening to them.
Alright. Kind of in that case, she sees Ivory's about to shoot it and basically grabs the barrel and points it down. Everyone stop!
What's going on?
Why are we stopping? This thing is attacking us while we're trying to raid this fucking base.
Well, considering it ain't a pony, it ain't FPC. And I think it's probably learned right now we ain't FPC either.
I'm gonna point my gun at it, but not fire. But it is a dog.
Angry growling noises.
Wasn't there? Like, I'm pretty sure Emerald has met a diamond dog. Because we had one in the party a while back.
So
yeah, dog.
you have met diamond dogs, but this thing, while looking similar, is also very different than dog. Dog was built to dig. Big shovel-like front paws, built like a fucking truck, and very much like thicker than this one. This one is more slender in build, but still has the muscular nature that you remember from dog, and is got a very different shaped head. So if it is a diamond dog, it is a very different breed, and one you have never heard of.
It is lean.
Pyre kind of looks at Ivory briefly before letting go of the shotgun and kind of cautiously approaches as don't think I've ever seen a diamond dog like you before.
Don't trust it.
By the way, for you, Cold, you actually know of Dog, because he was a
Dog's the
Spawn
one
hunter?
who sent me to Doc. So, yes, I know Doc.
You know, it's been so long, I forgot that was part of that.
Yeah, that's why she's saying she's never seen a diamond dog like her before.
Continue.
The dog is not really attacking anymore, but it's still like trying to sniff out Melrose.
This
Emerald.
Is not
Emerald. You're all the same to me.
This is not a Pyre and Kindle situation. This is like a completely different character.
Ivory's just kind of standing there confused. So what the fuck is happening in this situation?
Well, given the weapon it has there, I do believe our friend here, responsible for the three dead FPC guards. Impressive
Oh,
work.
well, in that case, we're friends.
Friends. You also use alchemy sticks.
I guess you could call it that.
Technically, gunpowder could be considered alchemy, I guess.
One way of putting it.
They're called guns.
I want to object to them being called alchemy sticks because I know a bit about. I probably understand a little bit about what actual alchemy is, and I could probably tell the difference between alchemy and chemistry.
Ivory bunches it together. It's all shit he doesn't understand. If anything, he's a mathematician and is not a chemist.
Yeah, Pyre continues to kind of very slowly approach, being very open. Well, given the situation we're in, it's probably not a good idea to stick around, and pretty sure you don't want to stick around. And I think it's about time we stop being rude and introduce ourselves. I'm Pyre.
Which of you is the leader of these runs?
That would be me.
Out of character, did you just
It
say
jumps around.
Yeah.
This character stands at roughly about 9 feet tall.
Yeah.
Okay,
So, yeah,
that
we're
makes
all
sense. Yeah.
How tall are ponies again?
They're
They're not that tall.
Most barely hit 5 foot.
Yeah, that's big.
The likes of Nebula is hitting 6 to 7 feet, and Shadowfire is over 10.
Well, we haven't met Shadowfire yet.
You
I've
have.
seen him. Yeah, I've seen him. Ivory has.
Ivory has, but he hasn't told anyone.
Actually, I think Emerald and Gearshift might be the only two that have it.
Dear Grease.
And stuff.
Yeah, I haven't. Gigrease hasn't met Shadowfire yet.
Look, you meet one old world god, you've met them all.
Yeah, but Shadowfire does seem to be omnipresent in multiple realities, you know?
Yeah. Let's get back to the conversation.
Yeah, what is going on?
Pyre has
I am leader because no one else has said otherwise.
Who is the
I suppose, me and Pyre kind of dual leader while Doc is asleep.
and he tends to do that a lot.
It gets tired putting up with all of you.
Pyre kind of looks at the group. Oh, you ain't wrong.
Yes, that is fair. Yeah.
This gets tiring dealing with it. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. Have you seen the bullshit we get up to?
No, of course he hasn't. He's blind.
I can see you perfectly fine. But
How
who
many
is
hoops
the
am I holding
abjurer?
Repeat that last sentence.
Who near Doc?
You.
Who is the abjurer?
You want to use a different word for that because I don't believe any of us here know what that word is.
The one who is messing with magic here.
I guess that's me.
Turn it off.
He can't. That's just him.
What do you mean he can't turn it off?
It's not like a switch that like one of my tribes made. It's just him. He just is.
Yeah. I just am.
So you have primitive alchemy, and you don't even know how magic works. The
I
few
know
of you
how
that do
magic
have
works.
magic.
It just doesn't like.
I mean, we have some who can. I don't know if use would be a correct term, but just not him for magic.
Yeah, not to mention magic we have is pretty limited.
Or may cause one of our members to explode. Everything but himself. Or including himself, actually.
I mean, are we
Oh,
still talking
the
about
Pot of
me?
Pan was the last group.
I was talking about Crazy Joe, but that also worked for you.
Fire face hoofs.
What were you saying, man?
Oh, Doc was just confusing this group with the last group.
I
I
mean,
would say Nebula would be the most.
nobody
Force
has
magic
tried
in this
to woo death yet, so
And that is progress.
Yet.
So, giant, tall dog magic thing, what are you called?
I am Sen Shiren.
That is slightly easier to say than giant, tall dog magic thing.
Certainly faster.
And
Certainly
what
faster.
is your mission, I suppose?
Uh,
Seem openly hostile, like.
oh, you know, kill dark powers, restore order to the waste, that kind of thing.
Yeah, pretty much. Right now,
need to
immediate
destroy-
mission is rescue 2 alicorns and kill a son of a bitch that captured them.
And I need to do it so I don't die.
Yeah, dying is not preferable.
Indeed.
I see.
So yeah, you ever want to kill God?
No.
You ever want to kill a dark evil god?
We don't have dark evil gods.
Ivory
There are
laughs.
I beg to differ. I think the first time I died was by one of them.
Empire is starting to look over her shoulder nervously. Well, guys, I think we might want to continue this discussion later.
That's
Since
good.
you're welcome to follow, but pass clear if you want to run.
Yeah, let's keep going. If we stick
I do
around
like
too
a
long,
sense
they're gonna
check
find
to see
us.
if like any FBC nearby.
at the moment, the tunnel goes on too far for your senses to pick up on anything other than the party.
I see.
How long would you say this all is?
You guys cannot see the end of it from where you're at visually,
Drawing my pistol.
and it goes down. It is sloped down pretty deeply. Not
Then
in-
shotgun.
Not enough that it's like hard to walk, but it's enough that if somebody were to like drop a ball, it would not stop rolling for a while.
And those gunshots certainly echoed through.
Now, one thing to note is my character does have like a 50% odds of being able to sense a size modifier 0 creature at 50 yards.
Okay, it's a lot more than 50 yards.
I don't know.
We're talking like multiple hundreds of meters.
Well,
Out of curiosity, is it dark?
It is poorly lit. You guys come across the occasional light, but it's enough that the shadowy areas are especially dark, and the well-lit areas are only barely that.
Well, I got a kerosene lantern I can break out.
I also have a lantern.
I'm gonna pull out my flashlight.
well, this one of you's gonna need to lead. Watch out
So-
for booby traps.
Actually, you guys have lanterns and stuff. I'm gonna keep my rifle out instead.
I am also going to do you guys a favor because the journey back would be exceptionally long. You have 3 suits of power armor that are essentially uniforms left behind. Do you want to do something with those?
Yeah.
Yes.
Do they
I
work?
don't think the helmet will fit on me.
Yes, but you have 2 Pegasi and an Earth Pony.
Do they work?
Or 2
Nameless?
Earth Ponies and a Pegasi, I think it is now.
Yeah.
Yes.
that one.
I am the lone Pegasi now.
Yeah, let's go check those out.
I was more
Uh,
focused on getting Ice it back into the game, so
No, sorry.
I didn't bring it up beforehand, but you guys can totally try to remove that.
Ivory is doing it.
Ivory, don't you have like power suits or something like that?
Mecha.
Yes, I do have mecha, but not power suit.
I opened Emerald. Emerald does not have any of this.
Yeah, I am the least knowledgeable about this.
Yeah, and I don't have it either. I can work on them probably.
So you can try Mecha at a -4 to extract the corpses and suit up your companions. However, the what's the word I'm looking for? The suits are currently unpowered and above your understanding to fully power them. You will be moving normally, but you will not get the benefits of the power suit.
Where would power suit even be in terms of skills? Because I can't.
There's
Find
a skill called Battle Suit.
Oh, battle suit.
Yes, that would be
That
the.
is non-high tech. There you go.
Probably, it's in basic skills, but any actual battle suits is probably going to be drawn from Ultra Tech.
Yes, this is Ultra Tech.
I don't believe I have one.
The best you guys have tech-wise is high tech.
Yeah.
So you guys aren't going to necessarily be operating it very well, but you can pass as FPC so long as you keep the helmet on.
You at the very least look like new recruits who don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk
Yeah.
up to one of them and just say, "Hey, what's up?" You know?
At the very, very least, it is armor.
Oh yeah, that's right. We get a damage reduction then.
I think you can worry about that if you get shot at.
Yeah, we're not.
I have a feeling we're going to be.
Yeah.
I'm also not going to give you that just yet, especially since you can't operate the suit, so it may not be practical anyways. And
Yeah.
it will actively obscure your vision because you do not have the know-how to actually turn on the helmet and the heads-up display within it.
Yeah.
So you're wearing it like an actual suit of armor instead of like a power armor.
I can't use electronics for that, huh?
You'd be at a -10.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
you'd be
I can't
outclassed
use
by
electronics for
hard.
that then.
They are so far on the other side of the tech tree for you guys that this stuff is basically magic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can't do that.
Isn't
then.
Gear Grease like a higher tech level than the rest of us, though?
I am.
By
Six.
one.
Yeah, I'm Tech 6, but you know, that is like
The-
what, Tech 10? 11?
10 verging on 11.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's way out of my range.
I have 16 mecha, so I still have a 12 for getting people into mecha suits.
Well,
So, who
might
wants
as
a
well
mecha
try.
suit?
I mean, if you take extra time, you should be able to get bonuses to it.
So recommendation is Doc, Gear Grease, and Ivory are the ones in the suit because they have the body build
Yeah.
for it.
The body build plus the
No
helmets.
protrusions,
Oh, I
Yeah,
thought you were
exactly.
saying.
no growths on your foreheads.
Yeah.
I thought
And-
you were gonna say
Alright.
we were squishy.
How much time do I need for a bonus?
Every doubling gives you an additional +1.
Okay.
So it depends on how much time is needed for like a normal attempt.
Yeah.
Nameless.
For item repair, it's 30 minutes is the base time. I don't know what it is for.
I'm going to go with like the general time for putting on armor that I remember hearing for like regular armor, which is roughly about 15 minutes to fully suit up with help. And I'm talking about like old plate armor.
Yeah.
So
This is going to take a hot minute per person.
Emerald
for an
is
hour,
certainly
he'd get a
tried,
plus
but he-
4.
He does not know what to do.
I mean, with how long this is going to take, that minute's going to cool off by the end of it.
And for an hour, he'd get a +4 then, right?
if he
Yeah,
took
but
an
then-
hour for each, yes.
Yeah.
That's 3
Okay.
hours.
Yeah, I don't know if we have 3 hours.
During this entire time, Sen is just looming over everybody.
Yeah, these bad guys have like they can go on lunch, right?
Maybe.
They can take a nap, like a
But
couple back to back.
I feel like that's not what we should be concerned about. Should we be concerned? Maybe we should be more worried about leaving Crazy Joe alone with Nebula for 3 hours.
Nah, you'll be fine.
If we start to hear explosions, we know he's alive.
Fire kind of looks at the door. Fair point. We should probably go. We can come back to these.
When?
It'll take 45 minutes for like
What did you
base
do
try.
to your character sheet?
What do you mean?
You have none of the like encumbrance stuff.
I imported it and I should. Oh, wait, here. Let me switch it over to pool.
Yeah, you want this version, especially since you are going to be counted as extra heavy while wearing the armor.
Okay, so I can't switch it over to the other sheet style because it's like much better for me to read it that way.
It is a much worse sheet style.
Yeah, it removes a lot of pertinent information that you need.
Fine, I'll keep it on this one.
Anyway,
So-
we need to get moving.
Do we have the 45 minutes to get 3 people into suits?
Isn't that
the real
45
question-
minutes per suit?
No, it's 15
Ye-
per
15 per suit, so 45 minutes, 15 times 3.
Okay.
The idea is that it gives you a little more like leniency when it comes to running into somebody. You can try to bluff your way out of situations that would normally require firepower, especially since these suits are highly technologically advanced. More than likely, they have other means of blocking gunfire besides just the fact that they're made of metal.
Are we gonna have any penalties for movements?
Yes.
I am only imposing the penalties that happen from extra heavy.
Okay.
Alright,
Which is
well,
granted a lot.
leave the choice up to Ivory.
Ivory himself will take a suit because the extra heavy penalty is very little because he already runs heavy.
So does Gear Grease.
Yeah, I have a big backpack.
Yeah. So, Doc, do you wanna, or do you wanna keep going light?
How much would the suit weigh?
Extra heavy.
Actually, Doc's extra heavy is not the. Doc, you would be put into medium.
Oh yeah, I'll take
Oh,
that.
Well, damn.
Doc, you are a fucking monster.
It's because literally every single time we did camp, I've been doing lifting FT. Or lifting FT for training.
For
Like
like
a no.
yeah,
Bro.
For reference, Doc's extra heavy is 650.
Holy
what the
fucking hell.
fuck? All right,
So-
time to start training strength.
Yeah.
Doc, since he wasn't able to
Doc,
use his
teach
cart,
me how to
decided
lift.
to become the cart.
Doc's entire thing, like he's not strong. Like his actual strength is only 12, but he's always carrying shit, and a lot of it.
Yeah. Alright. Now that we've kind of
Alright.
determined who, start rolling.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. Gear Greaser Doc, whichever one you guys want to go first. You now have a suit.
Doc
Hey.
can take that one.
Doc, you're in a suit.
Does this count as a combat hard suit? For the
Um,
purposes like damage reduction?
For the purposes of damage reduction, yes.
All right, Ivory doesn't get his suit.
So it's not that you don't get the suit, it's some of the pieces aren't quite fitting in right, especially since you're trying to do it for yourself.
Yeah.
I will allow Gear Grease to roll something to help. Let me see.
What do I need to roll?
I missed by 3.
Do armory body armor
All right.
at -3.
Okay. Well, fingers crossed then, right?
Hit it.
Nope.
Damn.
Ivory, this is the most uncomfortable suit you have ever worn. While the other two seem perfectly comfortable, not only is this not made for a Pegasus, it's made for an Earth Pony, but also you're pretty sure something was cinched down wrong, and it pinches to walk. You get an additional -2 penalty on top of the rest of your extra heavy stuff.
Oh, damn.
That looks like it hurts.
I have no stuff.
Well, could be worse.
My wings feel caged. Let's get this over with.
Yeah.
Agreed. Let's go.
Should I use combat hard suit for weight as well?
I'm going with the weight is 200.
Oh, that's a lot. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay,
a whole
so
bunch
that's
of
gonna-
motors that are normally supposed to make it lighter, making it heavier.
So that pushes us all to, all of us that are wearing it to heavy except for Doc, right? Or
You
extra
should
heavy.
be, yes.
All
'cause-
right.
Doc is at medium.
Was at medium.
Well, with the suit, he is at medium.
Oh,
Yeah,
jeez.
Doc knows how to lift.
Yeah,
Dude didn't
Oh.
skip leg day.
we should get going.
Doc's got that shit. Yeah.
He's
you
all
gotta
leg.
move now.
Anyways,
In fact, I don't even have a torso. It's just where my legs meet.
so for the other three, I highly recommend that if you guys do get caught by somebody pretending to be prisoners,
Might work.
the weapons that you picked up off of the FBC, by the way, are directed energy weapons.
Mm.
So none of you have the appropriate skill, I believe, to use them, but you can stand there and posture.
So if
Yeah.
they're gonna go as prisoners, pretending to be prisoners, are we gonna have the ones in suits are basically gonna be holding their weapons then, right?
Basically.
Okay.
I mean, technically, you could probably get away with pretending Sen needs the walking stick because blind.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
can. Yeah.
Fucking massive prisoner.
Yes, but a laser to the
Good
face
persuade
is still a
me.
laser
Right.
to the face.
Don't worry,
Alright,
I'm good at
guys.
acting. I've been acting sane this whole time.
You... So, as you guys make your way down the tunnel, it's almost 2.5 hours worth of travel, which is
Jesus.
probably why you didn't get absolutely dogpiled when you started shooting at each other. Before you come out into a deep underground chamber, and you realize what this facility is for. Inside this facility is a space big enough to fit 3 Canterlots, mountain and all. And that's just what you can see around the gargantuan machine. When I was telling you guys that the mountain range could get up and start attacking, I was not kidding. You do not see the boundaries of this this room. The feat of engineering that it is defies most logic. And that includes the room itself, not just the gargantuan slumbering machine in front of you. For reference, Lady of Ash looks small compared to this thing. Say hello to World Eater.
I gotta turn up my FOV.
Sure
Rapid
as
would have
hell
loved
seems
being in here.
To the right of you guys, you do see some of a small grouping of 3 FPC soldiers just kind of huddled together, and they appear to be just taking a break at the moment. Sin, roll me a hearing perception.
Yeti.
So, as they're talking, you pick up that there seems to be some major problems right now with what they're trying to do. They keep talking about extensive damage to something. It's not quite clear what they're talking about, but you're pretty sure you keep hearing sarcophagus, which doesn't make sense for the... Like, why would there be also a tomb here when they have a big monstrous whatever the hell this thing that you can't sense all of is?
Oh no, we know what a sarcophagus is, at least some of us.
Well,
Out of,
yeah,
out
we
of
do.
character.
Dog does
Yeah.
not.
Oh right, you're only... Never mind.
Yeah, he's the
Yeah.
only one hearing it.
I forgot.
Sen is just like, yeah, I have no clue what that means. Everyone out of character is like, fuck.
Yeah. I think I forgot the part where Sen was the only one hearing it.
Yeah. So, Sen.
Yes. They seem to be having problems with their tomb.
What do you mean tomb?
I don't know. Presumably that big thing in that direction
So she's
giving their difficulties.
okay.
What
Nameless,
they
do I have
say
enough
exactly.
intelligence to put together what he's trying to say?
No.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
I'm sorry, if somebody was just like, oh, they're having trouble with their tomb. What do you mean a tomb?
You know, too.
The tomb, obviously. They have a full-on pyramid over there. What do you think I'm talking about?
Now that...
One, that's not a pyramid. Two, what do you mean tomb? They said tomb?
But what exactly did they say?
They said sarcophagus.
Oh.
Nameless,
Oh,
can I
it's
roll
damage.
intelligence? Oh, okay, never mind.
Say- Wait, It's damaged?
Something's wrong with it.
Okay, that might buy us a little bit of time.
See
Yeah,
what
that,
carve
they'll...
a new one.
Let's just hope they
Oh.
aren't stuffing someone into it.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's made of star metal.
Yeah, Nameless, what does this tomb look like again?
There
Or
is no
this,
tomb.
This pyramid sarcophagus?
You have
We
no
are
clue.
looking at a giant
You
map.
know what it
outside
looks
of
like
what-
now
Yeah,
a lot more than Sen does.
You're not seeing the sarcophagus. You're seeing what the sarcophagus is put into. That's the giant fucking construct. Well, we need to hurry to wherever they're holding you know who.
Yeah, both of them. Question is, how do we do that?
Question is, which direction?
Well, I have a plan, but it's kind of risky.
What else is new?
Let's hear it.
Oh, I asked for directions.
Yeah, ooh, that is a good plan.
Well, well, you do that. Let me get set up just in case.
And
Keep in mind, he's
try-
probably a prisoner.
try
Oh, you wanna do it
to.
that way, huh?
Maybe we should act like we're like we don't know where the prisoner cells are.
That's
Don't
true.
worry.
Get ready to, jump them just in case they execute on sight here.
I'm professional at being clueless. Are there any FPC soldiers nearby?
It's the three to the right. You all noticed them. Only Sen could hear them.
I'm going to approach them, making sure to also keep my eye on the party like I'm watching them.
So when you approach, they notice you and wave you over and ask you. Because they recognize the suits enough to know that you were supposed to be up at the front, and they ask you what's going on and why you're left your post.
I got some prisoners, but I don't really know what to do with them. They kind of just surrendered. I was really paying too good of attention when they were talking about what to do with potential detainees.
They look at each other and point in the opposite direction and say that command is that way, and they may have more guidance on that, but they don't actually remember either.
Yeah. Hey, what are they serving today?
They one of them, like, you can tell from under his helmet, he pulled a face as he says nutrition paste, as usual.
Look, you should have seen my last post. At least once a week we got real food. Anyways, thanks.
They nod and wave you off.
And then I'm going to start walking the party down the direction of High Command. Also, do you want me to retroactively roll a fast talk for that?
No. The reason why is because you, unlike the other two, can carry yourself like you're actually wearing the power armor well. They are going to look like they are walking in a very heavy power armor suit, whereas you do not.
Doc's so strong he wears suit casually, even when off.
It's valid.
I'm just waiting for someone to be like, hey, you know your suit's not on. And I'm either gonna have to pretend it's broken or be like, yeah, I didn't pay attention to the training on how to wear it.
Indicator lights are misleading, aren't they?
I'm just too
Anyway.
strong.
So
Anyway.
you guys travel along the outer rim of this room, because this entire bunker seems to be just dedicated to housing World Eater. And when you get to where command is, you can hear them yelling at each other. By the sounds of it, it's two technicians. And to say that they're using techno jargon would be an understatement. For gear grease, about half of the parts that they're listing off and yelling about and what to do with, you're pretty sure that you've never heard of. Occasionally you do hear things like talking about pneumatics and things like that that you're like, oh, I recognize that. But the rest of it is just like gibberish to you.
Okay.
But the general gist of what you are able to gather for the tech-savvy party members is that something happened to the sarcophagus, that it is almost irreversibly damaged, and they're saying that the cathedral ship Deliverance is going to have all of the parts they need, but they need to go there. Somebody, during this point, before you guys manage to go inside, cuts in and says that with that being said, they're going to have to perform a blind jump to the ship because they don't have the time to just have it move and then grab their location beforehand, and that everyone has 2 hours to pack up and get ready to go.
We're still processing prisoners, though, right?
You step. I'm
Doc
assuming
just
you
cuts in.
step in the room and ask that.
100%.
So the trio that is arguing over the sarcophagus, which is splayed open and like everything is just kind of out, look at you and go, as far as we're aware. And they look at the three that are not in power armor suits and go, you caught some weird ones.
Look, you know how it is. Sometimes that's just your luck.
You said the sarcophagus is like in this room splayed open. Do you
Yes.
see anyone inside of it?
No. At the moment,
Okay.
it looks like somebody took a blender to the inside of it. You can see a lot of damage was done to it. There's scratch marks along the inside of the star metal outer shell. There's tubes with wires inside of them, but the tubes have been cut open and the wires are splayed out in a way that like implies a great deal of like sabotage happened to this particular sarcophagus. Whoever it was that did this did a very thorough job. There's also quite a few like random components that you don't know what their purpose was, but they also are very obviously smashed that have been pulled out. And they tell you guys, they tell specifically the three armored ones to go and inform the commander that they're going to be taking the group back to the cathedral ship to access the tools and parts that they need to repair the sarcophagus.
I see.
Ivry will like tilt his head a bit and go, did the battery survive whatever that was?
One of the technicians looks at you like you're like the dumbest thing that he's ever seen, and then says, "That's not. Just leave.
Look, we're just the muscle. We don't know the tech stuff.
He massages his temples and says that if you don't leave, he will have you court-martialed.
Leaving.
Fine, I'm just making sure we succeed in this. And he's just gonna start like ushering the prisoner.
Can
I'm
you
sorry,
move it.
imagine?
Can you please not give the higher up shit? I'm trying to actually get a promotion.
You can suck up to the higher ups all you want. And he like talks a little bit loudly. You can suck up to the higher ups all you want. I'm just trying to do my job.
Imagine sneaking into somewhere dressed as an employee and doing such a good job that you get fired.
Yeah, Nameless. Speaking of, I have to ask you, Nameless. We aren't. They're immediately just directing us there, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, you were told to get out. You weren't told where the commander is.
Okay. Where is the commander?
You don't ask the people who are actively mad, you ask the people that you find along the way.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So as you
So,
guys, go ahead.
Guess we start walking?
As you guys keep moving, you see that there are other larger rooms offshooting from this one, and one of them, you see the we're gonna call it the test tube with Luna inside, and what appears to be a large metal block. It is currently glowing from the heat inside, and from that you can infer that it is probably where they are holding Shadowfire. There is enough armed guards with enough firepower that they could probably melt you through the suits.
Okay, before we do anything, I'm gonna talk to Byron and Doc and tell them, I should have told you this before, but I didn't think of it. I don't know how to lie to anyone.
Then
And-
stay quiet.
Okay.
All you need to do is stand there and look good.
I can do that.
And you're halfway there. I'm not gonna tell you which half.
I can do that.
Doc's gonna walk over to one of the security guards and be like, hey, 2 questions. Firstly, which way is prisoner holding? Secondly, where's the commander?
The one of the security guards, the one that you approach, looks at you, shrugs, and says, "Stalebrand's wherever he is. Nobody seems to be able to keep track of that man." And then waggles a hoof in the direction of a that you had come from, and says, "Prisoner holding's going to be down that way. Though we just got the message that we're going to be moving out, so you might as well leave him with us."
Alright. I don't expect too much of a problem. They kind of just gave up. I think that's mostly just because of what's out there, though.
So, as you guys are standing there, you do hear the sound of a radio coming from one of their suits that tells them to get everything moving. Anybody not on the pad within the next 30 minutes is going to be left behind. At which point they start rapidly moving the 2 holding things and tell you to just bring the prisoners with you.
Well,
I have a plan, but I can't verbally say the plan in character.
Yeah.
Damn, I was hoping to eat. Okay. Come on, you lot. And then Doc's going to like aggressively push one in the direction of what he assumes is the pad.
I mean, you have the security forces for the other two prisoners headed in that direction as well.
Yeah.
All of them.
So we just follow them.
The cube that you guys are assuming has Shadowfire in it is levitating on its own, while they're doing something similar with the test tube with Luna in it. But other than that, you see like a large number of individuals, like we're talking close to 100 total, all moving in the direction of the aforementioned pad. This includes a group that is trying to haul the sarcophagus by hoof rather than levitating it, because it seems that they did not set up a machine to do that for them. They then have everybody stop and start loading things by order of importance. You do see Steelbrand step on, and this guy is built like a brick shithouse. In his power armor, he looks like he barely fits in it, because he stands head and shoulders above all of the other Earth ponies around, and you can see the musculature shape through the armor. Like, it is built in such a way that it shows muscles. His suit, if everybody's is a Tech 10, his is a Tech 11.
Oh, shit.
Well, damn.
When you say he stands head and shoulders above everyone else, like,
He
do
is.
you mean like a human equivalent, or is he like double the height?
He is not quite as tall as Nebula compared to you guys, but he is tall enough that he has to look down on everyone to see them.
Yeah, that's how you know he's in charge.
But he is also about as wide as he is tall. And it appears to be pure muscle.
Literally brick.
But he steps on first, followed by the two holding containers and the sarcophagus, and then they start loading on everybody else. There is enough room for you guys to get on, however, this may turn out to be more of a point of no return, because you are about to board Cathedral Ship Deliverance. Do you guys hop on the pad?
Do we have much of a choice?
Oh, you always have a choice.
We could always just run away.
You're one of the people who has control in this situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, it's two
Uh-oh.
choices. Either go and potentially rescue on the cathedral ship, or stay and sabotage the absolute fuck out of the machine. Those are our options, really.
I mean, the cathedral ship would give us a lot more opportunity to sabotage, but we'll also be in an environment where the moment shit hits the fan, it's just gonna keep piling up.
However, if we don't follow them on, they're bringing a sarcophagus with them, so they're gonna probably implant them there and then just take them back to put them in, plug them in.
Yeah, we're not gonna get a chance to rescue the hostages if they take the hostages away first.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we don't
and
get a second chance to find them.
We aren't advanced enough to pull them out of a sarcophagus without heavily risking killing them too.
Let's see how this goes. I've never had stable instability before.
So, what is your decision?
Also, if we
Go
just
on.
kind of like start trying to book it, they might just firing squad us because this is a very big room.
Yeah, well,
I
Pyro
will
would
say-
definitely stand on.
I will say, as long as you
Walk around
don't,
escorting prisoners for like 2 weeks.
I will say, as long as you don't just like attempt to sprint away or something like that, if you just kind of stand off of the pad, they will not notice that you did not join. So you can safely stay behind. However, is that a risk you are willing to take? That is for you to decide.
Out of character, I think we should just go. I think we should go with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know exactly what we should do, but I'm not sure I can whisper it at everyone.
Not
What do you
yet.
think?
We'll say it out of character.
Yeah.
What if we put the C4 on the teleporter?
I think they'd notice that.
Yeah. That'd be pretty obvious. Pulling out a brick of C4, setting it down, and then walking backwards.
I'd also
Yeah,
point
yeah.
out that it would probably kill several of them, but it's not going to kill everyone.
Yeah.
And you are very much outgunned.
And exposed. Yeah, Ivory is not in his, prime combat area.
If
Yeah.
we knew about this earlier, we could have planted it ahead of time. But we didn't have that luxury.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't get it. We spent too long getting on the armor.
Yeah, well, you guys know Pyre's choice. She's gonna go on. She's just waiting for someone to push her there.
Yeah. I guess we're going on. So Ivory will push Pyre onto the pad.
I will note that this is a choice that can be made by each individual party member. Does everybody join, or
Yeah.
do you have...
Wait, we can actually like separate here? What?
I
You
mean,
can always
Yeah.
separate.
Yes,
Oh,
it is
yeah.
always a potential thing. It is not a good idea by any stretch of the imagination, but it is always a potential thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
Ivory's going.
Okay?
Ben's here for the thrill of the hunt, so let's go.
The thrill of the hunt. God damn,
I've done one before and got better. What's the worst that can happen?
Okay. So that would be everybody hopping on?
What about
yes.
Emerald?
Oh,
Alright.
So when you guys hop on, there's a countdown that is done. Apparently their time estimate was quite off. And the thing hums, and I need everybody to roll a...
Oh boy.
what's the equivalent of... I guess would be health.
health.
Yes.
Probably
Wonderful.
That's what you're
Wait,
looking for.
can I ask what
Damn.
the health is for?
Probably throwing up.
Because,
Yeah.
like, depending, I can use my resistance.
Ice, you are rolling things that I cannot see.
Ah, dang it.
yeah, you've been doing that for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't worry about that.
I still need to be able to see.
It's
Where's
weird that the
like,
DM cat isn't allowed to see that.
it was the same result both times, basically.
So, Emerald, somehow you managed to hold your stomach, but it is not a pleasant experience. Doc, Geargrease, and Ivory, you guys are now stewing in your own vomit in the power suits,
Of course.
and of course the others also lose whatever they had eaten recently.
I just picture some vomit leaking out because it's not properly sealed.
I will say Ivory's is doing that, but everybody else's, they did it just enough of a job. He did just enough of a job put you in the suit that it's not leaking.
They do have, like, I don't know, some kind of filters for that, right?
No, you don't have any of the electronics turned on.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm not sure the mech suits have vomit filters.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, it does have the ability to inject drugs, but you have to have them turned on for that.
Yeah, I don't think injecting drugs is gonna get rid of vomit, but okay.
Ivory is doing his best to kind of like clean off his, mouth and in there without like taking his helmet fully off, because secretly he knows that Steelbrand might recognize him.
Wait, they don't recognize me. If I take my helmet off, can I actually can I get away with it?
I want to point out the problem is that they don't recognize you.
Oh, right.
But
Yeah.
the world in front of you kind of swirls and fades, and we're gonna leave this on a cliffhanger.
Of course.
Damn you.
So,
Cliffhanger.
for those of you that are still watching, if you enjoyed that and would like to see more of it, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring the notification bell, follow on Twitch, all that good stuff. Big thank you to my Priest tier patrons, Cameo, Shadowless, and Ice Crystal. Ooh, hiccup. And if you want to show further support, check out the YouTube memberships, the Twitch subscribers, and of course, always the Patreon as well. Any and all help is very much appreciated. It helps me continue doing what I am doing, even if it's just that you watched the video to this point. Other than that, we will hopefully be live tomorrow. Until then, everybody have a wonderful afternoon, and don't forget to drink water.
Hydrate or dihydrate.
Well, the bomb got dropped upon us all, and the list of all unknowns is tall. But if there's anything we know, our stubbornness has shown. We'll climb up after any fall. We know who we are, but we still don't know who named us. Yeah, we know where we are, but we don't know where we came from. The leftover ashes in the sky, and the nations, all they do is fight. Yeah, the crown broke all our trust, so I guess it's up to us to save whatever's left of life. We know who we are, but we still don't know who named us. Yeah, we know where we are, but we don't know where we came from. But we still don't know who named us. Yeah, we know where we are, but we don't know where we came from.